Okay, so I don't have any fancy notes or presentation, but I do have a really cool video later on. So formally, I'd like to welcome everyone to ZANOG at iWeek 2026. Donald had a fantastic presentation, so I think we're all excited about this week and the next few days. But I also want to talk about ISPA and why this year is especially important and special to us. So 2026 represents 30 years of ISPA. So I just have a question for the audience. Who here is not familiar with ISPA? Okay, there's a few people not familiar with ISPA. So ISPA is the Internet Service Providers Association of South Africa. We are an industry body. And, ISPA to me is really, really special because unlike other industry bodies I've come across, ISPA feels like an extension of your own organization. Over the last 30 years, we've advocated for competition, for fair access to resources like spectrum, for a market structure that enables new entrants. So we've really become a partner to organizations and ISPs. South Africa has one of the most resilient and competitive internet ecosystems on the continent, and this hasn't happened by accident. This has happened through a lot of hard work by ISPA and other organizations like ZANOG, where it's focused on the industry as a whole, not just connectivity. ISPA just doesn't focus on connectivity, but the entire ecosystem. We look at our responsibility to society, to the public, and also the economy. I think when ISPA was founded, we know the internet now, we are so reliant on it, it's so important. But 30 years ago, I don't think everyone understood the value of the internet. And I think this was, it became very prominent over COVID when we were all, not at the office. We were so reliant on connectivity and the internet. And then we actually realized there are people in the background who work really hard, the network operators, the ISPs, who are essentially the backbone of the economy. So organizations like ISPA and ZANOG really then, I think, got some appreciation. So today I would like to, sorry, can you hear me? I tend to pace around, so they've put me here so I don't pace around. It's really, really special to be here in front of you, recognizing 30 years of ISPA. In addition to the work that ISPA has done, in advocating for the industry, we also have really strong relationships with policymakers, regulators, law enforcement, and this is why we can lobby and advocate, because we have mutual trust and credibility within the industry. We don't fight about everything. We come to the table with proposals and negotiations, and we've created a place for competitors. We're all in the same industry, we compete, but we've created a safe and neutral space for us to come together, not just for commercial reasons, but to think of the bigger picture and how we can enhance the internet industry in South Africa. And we've also been doing a lot of work beyond South Africa, and we're trying to get partnerships around the continent. We've done a lot of work with Afrinic as well. So we really take internet and connectivity seriously. I think I'm not going to do a timeline because I have a lovely video to showcase what ISPA is, where we've come from since 1996 all the way to 2026. So I think we can roll with the video. Thank you.
In 2026, ISPA turns 30 years old after a small band of forward-thinking internet service providers came together on 6 June 1996. On this date, now remembered as 0 hour for free competition in South African telecoms, the Internet Solution, Pipex Internet Africa, Network Information Services, PEX, Global Internet Access, and the Club Internet Access gathered around a table in Rosebank, Johannesburg. David Frankel and Philip Esselaar were elected as the first co-chairs of ISPA. From that meeting, the fledgling Internet Service Providers Association of South Africa was born. And those driving down the N1 that day will tell you the telecom towers shook. ISPA mounted several landmark legal challenges in those early days around access, mergers, fees, and more.
The government is to direct the regulator to review and make recommendations as to whether there should be competition between direct-to-home satellite services or whether a monopoly should be allowed.
Most importantly, ISPA took action to ensure that Telkom's claim of a monopoly over internet access was defeated.
The Internet Service Providers Association has lodged a complaint with the Competition Commission regarding Telkom's activities in the internet services market. Internet service providers compete with
ISPs and consumers alike delighted in such headlines as end of the line for monopoly and ISPA welcomes Supreme Court's decision. ISPA began its trailblazing work at a time where there were just 400,000 local internet users. As ISPA celebrates its first 3 decades, it's almost unimaginable that there was once no way for ISPs to peer and keep internet traffic local. Launching Jinx in 1996 with just 4 64 kilobyte per second links marked our first significant achievement, and ISPA soon notched up others that would massively reduce the cost for South Africans to communicate. Today, the level of South African telecom's playing field is a measure of that success. And so is the fact that ISPA in 2021 warmly welcomes Telkom's wholesale division OpenServe as a member. Today, hundreds of local, African and overseas delegates attend iWeek that takes place within a free and liberalized South African internet market where open access is an accepted part of doing business. South Africa as a whole, ISPA and Inc. ZA have done really well with data centers, hosting and peering. Our country has transformed itself to be a key player in the knowledge economy with 54 data centers. That's incredible for a country built almost solely on extracting minerals from the earth. ISPA has also noticed with satisfaction over the past several years how our government has created a robust legal framework for dealing with cybercrime. We're getting there. It's been 30 years, and like any 30-year-old, ISPA remains full of vigor and hugely motivated to keep SA's internet steaming ahead and on course. We've seen numerous regulators and ministers come and go, and ISPA is committed to sharing institutional knowledge with every office bearer yet to come. We want the internet in South Africa to work, and we'll work with anyone.